Figs and Bogs.
Hey, welcome back to your Future Hand. My name is Julian. We're not in the studio today, so I'm going to get right into it with a market scope here, keep you guys updated. Let's see what's going on. We're going to start with the SPX today. So let's look at what happened. If you caught the short that I posted on YouTube, fantastic for you. It did absolutely break out. I was talking about this big cup and handle pattern potentially breaking out to the upside, and that's exactly what happened. Sent Bitcoin all the way to 20K. Absolutely insane this week, but now I just want to point out the fact that we are testing this 200 period EMA. We've been underneath this for some time, so the question is, are we going to get a rejection here? Or are we going to actually clear this week? Let's see what happens on Monday. If we can clear this and stay above, we're potentially looking at a 25K Bitcoin or 24.5K Bitcoin, which would be lovely to see, and maybe take some profits out of this thing before it goes back down. Not necessarily profits, but maybe shell a little Bitcoin and potentially grab some at lower prices, because in my opinion, this thing is getting really overheated and we could see some downward price action. So let's go over to the BTC chart and see what's going on over there. And here's the daily chart, and I'll show you another one in a minute. This is the one that I've been trading. This week was absolutely insane. I lost a lot of sleep just trying to take advantage of some of these trades, and it was just an amazing week. But you can see here that we're fighting the 200 period EMA as well. But I do want to go just over to this market so it's nice and clean view for you guys. So what you can see here is that we are testing the 200 period EMA exactly the same as what's going on over on the SPX chart. And, these things have literally been identical this week, which is, made it really easy to trade, to be honest with you. It's quite interesting to see how this played out. But when they tell you there's going to be more pain in the market, you got to look at the data. So CPI and inflation numbers, if you tally them all up for 2022, it was exactly where they wanted to be after all the rate hikes, which sent this thing for a little bear market rally in January. We came out with the numbers around, I think it was 1.8% for inflation in 2022. And that's exactly where they wanted to be after the major inflation we had through the pandemic. So a total deflationary period, as I was talking about in 2021, that's what happened in 2022. And now we're potentially going into some more recession and another rate hike. But given the fact that we had inflation numbers of 2022 pretty much right on par with where they wanted to be, I'm not so sure. Like, this thing does have the potential to start recovering. So 15.4 could have been the bottom, like it could have been the actual bottom. Now, if this thing does get rejected here, it does have the potential to go lower. But if we can make it through this month and through the rate increase of February 1st, then this thing has the potential to just climb, or move sideways from these ranges until the end of 2023, when we've got the, hopefully the financial situation in the United States sorted out. So that's what we're waiting for this week. We're waiting to see if we're going to break above this, so are we going to close the same as the SPX did? Is this thing we got an hour and a half left of the day. Are we going to get above this 200 EMA, or are we going to, there it goes. Are we going to get the rejection here and cool off and potentially come down to test this 20 period EMA again? So, I skimmed some profits out of my trades here, but this line, $20,800, that's my red line here that we needed to kind of stay above, and it's looking like it's doing that, but I would like to see this day and this week close above the 200 period EMA, just as the SPX did. So, yeah, really paying attention to the narrative right now and what's going on. But, like I said, the psychology is generally the opposite of what's going to happen. And I mentioned a few weeks ago that when it moved, it's going to happen so fast that you're going to miss it. And to have this week go up like it did, this was the level of the FTX crash here. So, we've came right back above that, which is insane recovery, in my opinion, to have in this bear market. So, yeah, let's not get too excited, but we'll see what happens this week. I'll try to get you updated earlier in the week this time, because if it is going to move up, then, it's going to be nice. We could probably, hopefully, skim some profits. If you were buying heavy at the bottom here like we were, then, yeah, things are looking good. Anyway, hang in there. We'll catch you in the next one.
Figs and Bogs.